It was Shantiram's profession to arrange marriages between eligible bridegrooms and brides. When a negotiation successfully culminated in a marriage, he received handsome rewards from both the parties. But only a few people knew that Shantiram was an expert not only in arranging marriages but also in breaking proposed marriages as well. One day, Tulsidas, a well to do farmer of the village, met Shantiram and requested him to find a bridegroom for his daughter. Her name was Kalpana. Shantiram knew it very well that Kalpana was beautiful and educated. He said, "For a bride of rare virtues like Kalpana, I think I should fix up Sudhir, a son of the wealthy Chaudharis who have recently settled down in the next village." "That will be really excellent," said Tulsidas. "Please do the needful and I will never forget your kindness." Shantiram visited the Chaudharis the same day and broached the proposal. The Chaudhary came and saw Kalpana and gladly agreed to the proposal. The date of marriage was fixed and the sacred betrothal ceremony was performed. But one night the Chaudharys summoned Shantiram and said, "We have some relatives in the town. They insist that we marry our son to a certain girl, the only daughter of a rich man. The girl's parents are old. Our son's marriage with the said girl will mean he is inheriting their property. What is to be done? We are in a fix." Shantiram sat with his eyes closed and if he was giving deep thought to the issue and then said, "No doubt it is going to be difficult to break the proposed marriage with Tulsida's daughter as the betrothal ceremony has already announced, but well, nothing is too difficult for a man of my experience. But provided you are satisfied, we understand," said the senior Chaudhary with a smile as he pushed a 100 rupee note into Shantiram's hand. More afterwards, he added. Shantiram smiled and gave them courage, saying, "You proceed with the new proposal. Forget of your promise to Tulsidas." At night, Shantaram sat down and forged a few letters. Next day, he carried them to Tulsidas and said, pretending sadness, "These anonymous letters casting aspersion of the character of your daughter have upset the whole thing. The Chaudharys have backed out." Tulsidas was bewildered, his wife broken down. Shantiram gave them false hopes of finding another bridegroom for Kalpana and left. But the days passed and Shantiram did nothing to fulfill his promise to Tulsidas. Since Kalpana's proposed marriage in the Chaudhary family broke up, people of the village became curious and the text of this false letter became the subject of gossip. In the meanwhile, several proposals came for Shantiram's own son Dhirendra's marriage. Dhirendra has graduated from a college in the town and was known to be a young man of many qualities. Among the proposals was one of the Roys who were the landlords of the locality. The Roys came to Shantiram's house with the astrologer. The astrologer examined Dhirendra's horoscope for a long time and then nodded and then said to Roy, "This young man is not expected to live long, hence I cannot approve the proposal." The Roys got up immediately. Shantiram looked pale. He was hopeful of receiving a lot of things as dowry from the Roys. He now stood frustrated. He detained the astrologer, but as soon as the Roys had been out of sight, he caught hold of the astrologer and demanded, "Why did you speak such a lie? I will not leave you before giving you a thorough thrashing." The astrologer looked panicked. He stammered out, "Believe me, Shantaram, it is your son Dhirendra who made me say so. He gave me some money for this and I, being poor, was obliged to do as he wished." Shantaram let the astrologer go, but he failed to understand why his son should do such a thing. It was, however, not necessary for him to feel surprise for long. A little later, his son, followed by a veiled girl, appeared before him and said, "Pardon me, father, I am married without your knowledge. Here is an innocent girl whose reputation had been murdered by you. I thought the least I can do for your mischief was to marry her without any dowry. For your information, I have done the duty of a true son, haven't I?" Kalpana and Dhirendra bowed down and touched Shantiram's feet. So friends, if you like the story, please hit the bell icon, like, share and subscribe the channel. So now here's the vocabulary.